welcome to another lazy Sunday and another afternoon bake-off with your friendly neighborhood old bat. How y'all doing today? I want to give a product shout out to Pop and Bottle Vanilla Cold Brew Oat Milk Latte. It's just something I tried. Hey, just a person trying to human. Hop in, losers. Be a lot cooler if you did. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Just a person trying to human. It would be. How are you doing today? It's got collagen in it. Don't think it's really going to do anything for me, but hey, just let me feel better. And these things are delicious too. I didn't know if I'd like it or not. And they're 100 calories per can, so I only have like one a day. Delicious. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. Authentically Shani. We're not going to do Crisis Core. Fuck that. That's always boring. Boglum Chronicles has a new one. Spam nachos. Let's start there. You weak.
So I've taken 2 containers of this delicious bacon spam and I chopped them up into 8 delicious pieces. And I fried them up on this pan. And what makes this pan so special? Well, I was cooking bacon and at one point, no matter if I'm cooking bacon, I like to use country crock, a little bit of butter to flavor up and grease my bacon extra hard, son. Yes.
I love a
you're
pan
probably
with sludge
wondering,
in
what
it.
is Cobra's magical seasoning? Well, it is...
Did y'all see all that sludge in that fucking pan? Man, I'm sure there's like a swamp beast or something in the bottom of that pan. It looks like there's going to be a hand like come up from the sludge, and he's just going to go, pat it down, make it go back in there.
A mixture of black pepper.
Hey, Mercury, how you doing?
Onion powder.
Hey,
garlic,
Mantis.
salt, and cilantro. I use it on all of my prosciutto sandwiches. It's the perfect four seasonings that I use on my top bun. I put a sprinkle on top of all 8 slices before I flipped it and fried it on both sides. What can I do with delicious fried spam? I think we can work something out. I think we can work something out. Shut the camera down. Oh, cook your spam as long as you want to cook it. It don't affect me none. But fried spam is delicious. And then when you fry it in bacon grease and butter fat, it's just it's something else, man. So I got some mozzarella cheese right here. I'm going to attempt to make what I call fried spam nachos. The cheese is a little cold from being in the fridge. I don't think that really makes much of a difference. Then a lot of people are going to be going, ew, gross. Oh my god, why did Cobra post this? And it's like, no one's forcing you to watch. So you know where we're heading with this recipe. We're going to microwave it so the cheese melts on top and everything with it. So
talk about a chef that uses Mike all the time. This guy uses Chef Mike more than anybody I've ever fucking seen. Damn. Oh my god. This fucker here. He ruins more food than anybody I've ever seen in my life. He does. He ruins a lot of food.
So, it's fry up your spam in the bacon grease and the butter and grease, and it's not that complicated. Pretty straightforward. I'm not gonna lie, you two, when I was frying up these bacon spam bits, they were smelling all kinds
hey, Miss Mud Duck.
Getting fried up in that bacon grease. Oh, good lord. Bollocks. You can stay right where the fuck I put you. Okay, moving on from that bullshit. dollop of horseradish. I
Ew.
keep my fridge bloody fucking ice cold so my shit doesn't spoil. Being as it's like fridge cold, like ice cold, it'll make it easier. Just stack on there like a spicy little snow cone, you know what I'm saying, YouTube? Alright, cool, what's this looking like, man? We gotta see the close-ups. Check that out. We're gonna add some other ingredients to it.
This is gonna be a fucking mess. I just got this feeling. This is gonna be a fucking mess.
You may think to yourself, who the fuck does all this to fried spam? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, because by the time you get done nuking that shit, it's gonna be harder than a brick bat, and you ain't gonna be able to chew that shit. That's for sure.
I'm like, well, no one's forcing you to watch Cobra's videos. Now we're gonna hit the tops of that with a sprinkle of sharp cheddar cheese.
Oh, I'm doing.
So just put like a little bit of the cheddar, sharp cheddar on top of our fried spam pieces.
I'm a doing.
Cobra knows how to make some interesting food. You may not.
Yeah, today was just a lazy Sunday. That's why I look like I crawled up out of a fucking swamp today. Doing some housework, doing some laundry, doing some other stuff. And I just didn't have time for pretty today. I didn't have time for hair today. Well, I just didn't make time. So I just threw a hat on my head to hide my hair, horrible hair on top of my head, and made sure I look halfway clean and fired it up. So yeah, you know what? Even at my worst, I still look better than Shanny. I don't look nearly as horrible. Fuck you, Shanny.
Don't like it, you may not think it's not my cup of tea. You may think, okay, this guy's a little weird, but you know, I got you watching. Yeah, that's enough cheese. We don't want to go over crazy with it now. These are looking a little loaded. Kind of like Cobra when he drinks alcohol. Took me about 10 minutes to whip it up so far after frying up that spam. We're going to add some more ingredients to it. Use a bottle to prop it up. You got some Oscar Mayer bacon bits. You know, this isn't exactly 5-star chef quality. This is just straight up.
You know, because I don't switch out my phone a lot, you know, I keep the same Galaxy Note that I've had for like 8 years. I switch my covers very often, and on a couple of my covers, I got one of those pop things where you could sit it out, and you know the phone will stand up if you're gonna stream with your phone. Why don't you get one of those pop things, Cobes? Why don't you and Rev invest in one? Oh, that would make too much fucking sense. That would make too much fucking sense. Y'all just rather sit and fucking complain about it.
You get to be drunk, stoned, whatever.
Stay out of the ashes.
Delicious bites.
Oh yeah, that was a sight to behold. That does
all
look
kinds
foul.
of unhealthy.com, son. Look at that. A sprinkle of nacho cheese Doritos.
Oh yeah, that little peckerhead's gone from YouTube unless he makes another fucking channel, which I think he probably will. If I know this little sumbitch, he won't be able to go without attention for very long. Believe you me. The one thing he can't go without is attention. He's got to get his attention. Attention. That's what this sumbitch does. Just attention all the damn time. Attention.
Just technically, it's not nachos unless you have nacho cheese chips.
Yeah, we got to make it dank.
A drizzle of this Red Hot Wings buffalo sauce.
Gross.
Frank's Red Hot. That's a good buffalo sauce. Now we take some of our Denny's barbecue bourbon sauce.
Hey, Jenny from the D.
Maybe 2 more
You
ingredients.
know, I'm glad that two fugly people found each other. I'm glad that two fugly people found each other. I am. I'm honest to God happy. But you know, you don't have to broadcast your love across an entire platform. You know, like him groping up on her and sitting there and doing all the shit that he does and showing his penis and him giving her giving him head and all this other nonsense. Give me a fucking break. Oh, smoke him if you got him. Oh, and I found out the name of this vape is Blue Dream, and it's pretty good. I like it. It's a good alternative to flour. So just thought I'd let you know. I found the box it came out of.
Just look at that shit.
That looks disgusting.
That's ridiculous.
That looks disgusting. Would any of y'all put that in your mouth? I could give that to my dog and she'd look at me like I was punishing her.
If I were gonna make food, it's got like 1 million calories in it. Like, oh yeah. Like
hey, little Miss Stubborn. Hey, no one really matters but cats.
I give it a sprinkle bit more of the shredded sharp cheddar from the Kren. Keep the chips on top. I just don't like sprinkle because we don't want to go too crazy with it. I'm like, oh, this isn't crazy enough, you sadistic cooking, food hacking bastard. I'm gonna grab some of that Saddle Blanc. Goddamn Saddle Blanc beer. And we're gonna take
it's got pork in it.
Our beer and we'll very lightly drizzle the top of it. We don't want to pour a whole lot on there, just a little drizzle in there, right there, just like that. There's enough on there, I didn't pour that, I did just, you know what I'm saying, like a light drizzle on top for flavor. Like, I didn't go super ham on the beer, I just a little drizzle on top for flavor, which is optional, but like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying, you're doing a fried Spam nachos. Oh, okay, so now we're gonna microwave these. Fried Spam.
Oh yeah, Jenny, you're gonna hit plateau.
Nachos going in the microwave.
I hit a plateau this week.
There's not a whole lot of cheese on there, so I'm reckoning that won't even be. Actually, let's cancel that. Make it 2 minutes. I don't want to like over melt the cheese, you know what I'm saying, YouTube? That fried Spam's already cooked to perfection. How's that spring weather treating you? This is gonna be some like unhealthy ass fucking food hack snack action. Like you thought about losing weight for the New Year's Eve? Forget about it, YouTube, because this is gonna be delicious, my friends. I got the meat sweats just smelling it. And again, if you don't like Cobra's videos, then don't watch. Ooh, that smells all kinds of seductive. Yes, sir.
He did. Now those things are going to be like rubber. They are going to be like fucking rubber. Any meat that you put in that mic is going to be like rubber. It's going to taste like shit.
I can smell the buffalo sauce that I put on that. It's got a little kick to it. Oh, I can hear it sizzling. All that cheese is melted on top of that goddamn mother freaking fried Spam. So you call it a cooking video, all you do is take some fried Spam and melt a bunch of cheese on it. Again,
hey,
no one's forcing you to watch, but I appreciate you watching. I'm gonna have some more of this Saddle Blanc beer. It smells like a really delicious combo. I'm gonna have to let that son of a bitch cool off, YouTube. YouTube? So these spam nachos that I made last night are pretty good. I've been snacking out on them all day. They're very rich in flavor and calories.
Yeah, I bet. I'm surprised that he can even bite through that. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Boo.
Nacho. Did I made out of that?
What?
Deep fried spam nachos are delicious.
He deep fried it. Gross. He is just gross. Now I'm going to get you Boglum Chronicles link. You probably did. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Boglum Chronicles. They have your Cobes needs on tap, and if you don't want to hear my big mouth over it, be sure to check it out. JWE. Fusk this.
You know, I'm trying to find the right words of what to say, but I have to make a video on this to say something about it.
All right, Twiggy.
Our Teespring has been deactivated. This butt chug person comes into Shanny's latest stream that's about to start in 3 minutes and says, "Has anybody bought your merch lately?" They damn well know no one could buy our merch because somehow the store has been taken down. I am really sick and tired of having these crazy, insane standards put on us. That we have to be fucking perfect angels to just sell t-shirts. I'm really fucking angry.
No, you have to be just not child abusers and racists. You know, shit like that. Don't know. Have no idea where they're getting all that damn money. Graveyard Flowers has got a lot of Shanny stuff met for you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, Irv ruined his own life. Like, share, and subscribe to Graveyard Flowers. And let's see what we got here. Shanny Archive. Shanny, of all people, telling Carrie to calm down. Yeah, how does that work?
I can't cheat you.
Alright. Let me start this for.
And I'm blue, I'm a knee, I'm a nine, I'm a dee. Okay, abandoned joke.
For a few minutes, see if it comes. You know, like, Carrie, listen, I know you're triggered and you're yelling at everyone. Everyone's coming in to tell me this. Okay? Like, why can't you calm down? Like, seriously. Why can't you chill out? Like, maybe you should take a break from the internet if you're been getting in fights with TJ, your husband, other people. I mean,
No, that's not who she's getting in a fight with.
why don't you log off and like take a week off and or a month off and just like ch- chill your brain down, you know? Maybe you think is really big isn't as big as you think, you know? Maybe it's the internet and you just don't want to handle it. It's not nice when you're on fire, is it? It's not nice when everyone's coming for you, is it? But you did that for me for nothing.
Bull.
You did it to me for nothing. I was friendly with you. I didn't do anything to you. But now,
No, you just took the kid's abuser back into the house. That's all. That's all. No, no reason to be hostile there.
you can't keep calm. Because I have so many people coming to me. Carrie's screaming, Carrie's raging. And it's just like, dude, like, therapy would help you if you're that agitated. It really would. You know, learn how to cope in different ways than yelling and screaming at people because you don't get your own way. I mean, I don't know what it is. I really don't give a shit what it is. But it's like, obviously, you're not calming down. You're yelling and screaming about me. I don't really fucking care. But, like, what's up with you? Why are you so angry? What's going on? Like, what is making you so angry? And
You know, one could ask you that. You know, you get what pretty much whatever the fuck you want. Got the kids out of your way. You got Rev basically bowing and scraping to you. And you beg for whatever you need. And you got a free room and board. How fucking nice. It don't work like that for real people, Shanny. For 99.5% of the world, it don't work like that. It just doesn't.
life where you think you have to lash out at everyone like that. Like, do you think your husband appreciates you embarrassing him on camera like that? I guaranteed he doesn't. Do you think you're going to continue a friendship with someone if you continue to yell at them and treat them like shit? No, they're not going to. Like,
Are we at IMAX? Because I sure feel like there's a lot of projecting going on.
taking some time for yourself, like really for yourself, because it sounds like you're so focused on this internet shit that you're not taking care of yourself. And that's sad. It breaks my heart, you know? Because, you know, I try to tell people that taking care of yourself is probably the number one thing you should do. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of others. So it's best to like have some kind of me time, you know? When's the last time you took a bath or read a book or did yourself a facial or did your nails or something for yourself?
Well, I would ask, when was the last time you did something for yourself, but you do that shit all the time. I do shit for myself all the time. Like streaming's for myself. Playing video games is for me. And yeah, even my my business is for me. My husband had helped me realize my dream. My hobby pays for itself. And you can't ask for more than that. Sometimes it does better than that. I think there's only been one time when we did not make rent, just one time in 3 years. That's how popular my stuff is. Even when we have a bad day, we still make it.
Self instead of focusing on idiots on the internet. Like, that may help with,
Yeah, she
whatever
is
you're
being
going
bold.
through. I mean, you just might as well just own your shit. I know a lot of people are saying it's about minors and stuff like that. Yeah. You gotta own it. In order to get respect back, you gotta own it. There's a little piece of ice there. But like yelling and screaming at people is not gonna solve this problem. It's only making you look worse, more guilty. More people are getting, notified of it and then notifying me of it and stuff. But
Hey,
there's
Mandy.
ways in life how you can make yourself feel
What's up,
better when
Curly?
you're overwhelmed about a subject. But like yelling and screaming is never a solution to a problem. I know that. I had to go to therapy to learn that.
Still think screaming and yelling's a solution.
Causing discord among people is never a good idea, because eventually you'll get that discord back. So like, it's just time to just take time off for yourself. See how you feel. I mean, it's not like you're getting paid for anything. You're not. So like, take a break. You get so on people, and you don't need to. Like, Jesus Christ told me, if you don't stop doing this and stop raging on people.
You rage on people, call them stupid all the freaking time. I think that's a little, I think you need to clean in your own damn backyard before you go cleaning in somebody else's, my dear. Both literally and figuratively.
You're going to have a heart attack soon. And then you're going to have a other buttload of other problems dealing with you. So take care of yourself, or you're going to have a heart attack from getting your blood pressure up so many times. Like, have you counted your sodium intake lately? Have you gotten your blood pressure looked at by a doctor? Because yelling and screaming all the time is usually people with high blood pressure. So it's not good. Stress is the #1 killer. So better take yourself away from those things that are stressing you out and causing you to frickin' just break your mind. A lot better for you. Maybe the internet is a place you should go, like all this stuff that's been coming out about you, maybe it'd be best for you to step away for a while,
I'd give you the same fucking advice. Only I'd tell you to do it permanently because you suck. You really are addicted to this shit. I gotta say, I'm somewhat dependent on it. But I can still go out and do other things. Like go hang out with my son, go hang out with my mom, go hang out with my in-laws, go hang out with my friends, go to work, go do what I got to do. And if I'm too tired, I don't do it, or you just don't see me. You know, I like doing this a lot. But if this was to end tomorrow, it wouldn't be something that would be earth shattering. Yeah, I'd be really bummed, but it wouldn't break my world apart.
I had to plenty of times for taking care of my own mental health. You know, there's no shame in taking care of your mental health. And I know hurt people hurt people. So you gotta be feeling a lot of pain where you think you have to take everything out on people. You know? You know, relax, do some things for yourself. Maybe even get a part-time job, see how that works
Oh,
out.
hell no.
You know, you got legs that work. You're not like
Uh-huh,
me.
oh, yeah, you're gonna suggest somebody get a damn job. How about you get a damn job, you fucking bitch? You get a damn job. I know you can fucking work. Don't you even try me. If there was a fucking cheesecake and some drugs in the middle of the fucking street out here in front of my house, you'd be here in less than 10 minutes. You'd break your fucking neck getting here. And some Chinese food. With me, all it takes is a latte and some crystals. Oh, and maybe a Twinkie, if I'm being particularly cantankerous and don't want to come out.
You know, you got legs at work. You know, maybe it'll be nice. Maybe you'll meet people and get a little happiness in you where you feel like you don't have to attack people. You know? Little simple things like that. You know? I guess, like, you can do better than what you're doing. You know, you don't have to defend PDF files or shit like that. You don't have to defend that shit. But your pride is too much, man. Humble yourself. You say you a believer in Christ, well, and give yourself fully to Christ. And humble yourself and realize you've done some fucked up shit in life. And you have to pay the consequences for that.
Back at you, bitch. Back at you. I don't think Judgment Day is going to go quite the way you think. I think you're fucked. I think you're fucked. If you don't start getting some self-awareness. But I can't say for sure whether you're fucked or not, really, because anytime you could really repent. I mean, really repent and be sorry for what you've done. But who can say? Who can say at this point?
Be a fucking adult about it. Don't bitch and complain and act like a big baby about the situation. It
Hey,
ain't
Mr.
gonna do
Almighty.
shit for you. At all. At all. So be wise.
And since you're and Kratos is not a PDF file. That is all.
Be wise. You know? Because this isn't wise. You're gonna lose another channel if you continue with this shit. You know, you're just collecting enemies at this point, and it's not good. So, maybe you'll figure it out. Maybe you'll learn how to be a lot more kinder, because you'll figure out that it really hurts when you're treated that way. You know? I hope you do anyway. You know? We all have to grow some point in our life. So, yeah. Be happy. Be happy. And get off the internet for a while, because crazy shit's going down, and all that's gonna happen is it's just gonna be a back and forth between you, Jules, Toasty, you know, whoever else is talking shit about you, really. You know? It's just smart YouTube behavior. Alright? But, you know, go to therapy. Stop being so angry. Go to anger management. Anger management helped me a lot.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Anger management didn't help you. You still... because you still won't admit responsibility for anything that you do. And that's part of it. I know, because I've had to take anger management. And part of anger management is accepting responsibility for what you've done, which you have accepted none.
I'm sure it can help you a lot too. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents about the situation. You know, you don't have to be angry. I'm not angry. I'm really not. I'm not angry at anyone. I just, like, kind of wish I'd be left be. You know? But, like, you know, maybe this is a learning opportunity. Usually when shit happens, it's usually a learning opportunity. Learn from it. Grow from it. You know? You don't have to be a bitch your whole life. You can stop being a bitch. You know, it just requires...
So can you. It requires a lot of hard work. A lot of soul searching. And facing a lot of hard truths. I had to face a lot of hard truths. Before things got any better. And I had to pay a price before anything got any better. Decades it took for things to change. But change is possible. Change is possible. Not for her. Nope. Not at all.
A little patience, a little humbling, a little sitting down and reflecting on oneself and others. Stuff like that. Alright, I gotta go. Peace of Maranatha,
Hate
guys.
some marijuana.
Just, you know...
Hey, it's just me.
Try to be better than Carrie. And, you know...
Nah,
things will be better. It will get better. It does get
Ah,
better.
sweet.
I will say that. All right. Bye, guys.
Let's check out Fat Photog's new one. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Graveyard Flowers. It's Shanny's Dojo. Sweet.
Last time on Shanny Ball Z.
You know, I'm trying to find the right words of what to say, but I have to make a video on this to say something
Hey,
about
Shiloh.
it. Our Teespring has been deactivated. I'm really fucking angry.
Enjoy whatever karma's coming your way, because you're no longer in the Shanny Dojo, and you're never going to be allowed in the Shanny Dojo. You fucked that up big time. Forever. Forever. Ah, sweet, man.
This is probably Ann.
But there's the clit, and then there's the area between the clit and the opening of the vagina. So if you know how to eat pussy, you'll focus on the clit, but you'll also look up and down.
Oh my
that
God,
area in between the clit and the hole.
bro.
Anyway, sorry.
La
I
la
shouldn't
la
have
la
been
la
this way.
la 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 la.
Yeah, leave. Are they still there?
Probably. Let me see.
Just being stupid?
Yeah, they're still on the corner.
I don't understand how a woman could not know that, right? Like, I mean, this is like basic sexual knowledge that other than the clit, the most sensitive area of the pussy is from the clit down to the hole. And it's this area here, and you can do what you want.
You fucking sensitive pussy.
Focus on the clit. If you just want to make a woman come off oral sex, you can just focus directly on the clit.
Why? Why?
And you will accomplish your goal.
Oh my
So-
God, are you kidding me?
But if you really want to show out, it's a triangle from the clit down to the vagina opening hole. Now you can even go into the
Hey,
hole
Raven
if you want.
Lilith.
But you focus on the clit, you tease the clit, do whatever, or just stay all on it if that's what you want. But the area between the clit and the
Yeah, I
opening
know,
of the
Mantis.
vagina has so many nerve endings, it'll just drive a woman crazy. And I
up! Oh
really
my
should
God.
not give away this knowledge for free.
Fucking believe this.
Yeah.
How did they do this with him? They're going to start doing this with because they know this is the way to end it here. They get it. If they harass him enough, then he will.
Just calm down. You're panicking and your freaking anxiety's getting the best of you.
No shit.
Well,
I have no
This
idea
is
who
why
that is,
patience
Bassman, but
is
I really
required
wish you
at
wouldn't
times
talk
like this.
anymore.
So now I'm sitting here.
Dude, I have no idea who the fuck you are, but I really wish you would stop talking. You are grossing me the fuck out and creeping me out at the same fucking time.
Shit like this happens in life. You need to chill.
Oh my god. Like, yeah, okay.
Like, chill.
No, this isn't normal.
That's just the truth. And for a woman not to know that means they don't know their own body. And I know it because, well, I looked up how to lick pussy.
Wow.
Next time on Shenny Ball Z.
Don't feel ashamed to cry. Nah,
Not at all.
not afraid to cry. I've cried plenty. Ask the rest of my audience. They know I cried a bunch.
Damn. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Oh my lord. Fat Photog, he is underappreciated. And if you don't want to hear my big mouth over it, like, share, and subscribe. Cooler Taste has got a new one. We'll watch a few of these.
Fellow YouTubers, I'm sipping on a glass of my raisin mead, and I'm pontificating the finer thoughts of life. So basically, you're hitting this drink combo with some genetic Mountain Dew, but you know. And for our secret seasoning, we added some Somali swamp seasoning. Get back into our cheese, Serenghetto, Sargento, whatever you want to call it. People who are more intellectually accepted, you know, more intellectually stimulated, people who are smart. I happen to know several people who are part of LGBTQ+, and they all hate sickos. And it's like, here's the thing of it. Do you think gays and trans people need more negative stigmatism in our society? No, they don't. GMT says a Gilbert Gottfried impersonation. I remember Gilbert Gottfried. It sucks he passed away. He was the voice of Iago from Aladdin, and Aladdin was like one of my favorite Disney movies growing up, next to Alice in Wonderland. Here's the thing of it, YouTube. If you didn't hear it from the source's mouth, then it's probably not true. You know, a little stank on that. I forgot the hyphen. I know it's not phonically correct, but who gives a shit? Oh, look at that. That dude got caught smoking a blunt and eating some shrooms, and now they're in jail for a good stenchy length. It's like, okay. Dream of Hotel Californication. It's totally, it literally is totally within my control. To be like, you know what? I like Jack Daniels, but I don't have to have it all the time. And if I do have it, 4-drink minimum if you're socializing. It's not only art that you physically see with your face, your eyes, but it's art you taste with your mouth, your stomach.
Gross.
You know.
That looks
Which is
nasty.
kind of a catch-all 22, because you can have food that looks great but tastes gross. It's all up to the subject of the beholder, of course. So I just got done having Thanksgiving dinner with my family, and it was a pleasant experience. There was no fighting, no drama. I wasn't a drunk asshole. I had 2 drinks at family dinner and kept it to a 2-drink minimum. This is basically absinthe, like genetic absinthe, without doing like the whole
Generic.
sugar and all that. And I also support gun rights, if that triggers you, and I also support abortion rights. You can't call it a human being until it's exited the fetus. Sorry, not sorry. And I took some Kobe Monterey Jack cheese. Thank you, Lucifer. There we go. See, that sounds much nicer, much more phonically correct. Hey, man, flattery is the biggest compliment. So, you know what? I'm flattered that Stephanie wants to be just like me on YouTube. Maggie Smith, who played Professor McGonagall, died at 89. She's also known for her role in Downtown Abbey.
Roll another one.
As far as dating goes, I'm kind of just doing my thing right now. You know, after 2 years of not having any companionship, you just kind of bite your time and wait patiently. Got me a tall can of Southern Peach from Jack Daniels.
God, he is looking rough. Ooh. Damn. Damn.
If you like peach flavored things, this is exquisite.
Nice going, Dorito. You literally hired a non-binary version of Jared Fogeler from Subway. So, like, nice going, dude.
I mean, I wasn't really that hungry earlier, but after making this calzone and smelling it waffle through my apartment, now I'm kind of hungry. Oh my god, that is awesome. When you open up a fresh bag of crazy bread and there's that smell waffling out of the bag, you too.
Wafting.
There we go. Liquefaction. Every generation gets liquefied to some degree. You gotta, okay, if you're a pipe smoker, you get the technicality of it, of those what I just said. And it's just like, I was all on that shit like steak on rice, man.
Why is it that women are the only ones allowed to be bitter about divorce?
Frankly, because our founding fathers grew tobacco on their plantations. So quite frankly, if you're attacking tobacco and you're against cannabis, you're an unconstitutional piece of shit. Because the Declaration of Independence was drafted on hemp paper.
60.
Ulterior modems. Ultimatum.
Boy, he really likes to use his substitute words, don't he? Now, I use bad English sometimes on purpose because I play a dumb hick on TV. But the tenuous grasp that some of these cows have on the English language just astounds me. It does. The public school system has failed these people. Failed. Outright failed. And I barely graduated high school. Graduated by the skin of my teeth. Yes, I did. I didn't pay attention much. I had ADD. And it was undiagnosed. But you know what? They didn't know about that stuff. It's fixed now. I work better. I do things a lot better now. I'm able to pay attention a lot better. And I don't tune out sometimes, because I have a tendency sometimes when people are talking and they're talking for a long period of time to zone out. You know, instead of paying attention like I'm supposed to. And it's a struggle. You know, and then they said, "You got all that?" Yeah. And what I say? You weren't paying a bit of attention. No.
Okay. Ultimatums and the women who love them. I can drink through this kind of mask. This kind of mask I wear underneath my hood is one of those invisible face masks. But yeah, I'll do a bit more in-depth, detailed video of this costume later on. Well, I kind of feel like this is my conundrum with it. We have some of these cardinal cherries since 1950. It is Oh Hallows Eve. This is my costume.
Things don't have to be the way they are.
Yeah?
I mean, the ancient Somalians had the earliest form of writing.
Sitting here sipping on some Tranquery London Dry Gin.
Well, think about it. Dating is it not a form of capitalization?
That's real talk. I didn't use all of these Mike Tyson anytizers.
They have this sauce called jerk sauce. It's just part of their cuisine. But the white people made a joke about it. They now put jerk me on the sauce bottle. It's supposed to be a sexual entendre. Why does Sig with the Chi Ball challenge? Well, if I get good enough at Tai Chi, I can use my kinetic energy and my Tai Chi to light a cigarette.
How about Smooth Santa after this? Because I feel like doing it. Go from Bryan Adams to Smooth Santa to Elvis Presley to Frank Sinatra.
Cobes is freaking priceless. He is freaking priceless. You do you, Cobes. Keep on keeping on. That's most definitely what's up.
Karma's a bitch. You can take a leaf out of my book because I'm no stranger to online harassment.
We're going to come in with some other cheese. There's triple cheddar cheese from Le Crème, but we're not going to do that just yet. Congress didn't even look into bonfire stocks.
Basically, he
decapitated and or cut his son's head off. Now, that wasn't bad
And
enough.
or-
His son had cerebral palsy. I'm also releasing new
And
merchandise for the
or-
holidays on my customized girl. I released a brand new ugly Easternoth sweatshirt. My fucking dummy is stealing my voice impressions. I impersonate William Neeson and Sam Elliott because I can. I'm currently working on a song right now called Rock and Roll Never Dies. And it's going to be layered with all the vocals that you normally hear on that, like Cobra, Evergrande, power metal, black metal sound, you know. On that video I shared in chat.
I like Cobra
That's
too.
what I'm going to be adding to my Cobra Craft handmade wand store in the near distant future. She fucked it up. She's doing anything she can to piss me off and ruin my reputation because she fucked up and lost the best boyfriend she ever had. And it's no skin off my shoes.
I'm generally cool with cats, you know, but I'm more of a dog person. If that makes any sense. Because dogs are just fucking awesome. I don't care what anyone says. The kind of dog I'd like to have would be a Blue Great Dane Weimaraner mix. And they're fairly easy dogs to breed. My favorite dog breed is a Blue Great Dane mixed with a Weimaraner.
It did create like a smooth, silky look. But yeah, electrical tape, because magic can be caused by electricity that the human body and the power of the mind produce. Electrical tape, you could use it for a handle because it's a conductant, like copper, for instance. Like, I don't eat spicy food as much as I used to, just because
Cobes. Damn, buddy.
because I don't want to burn a hole in my stomach, esophagus, or whatever the fuck it's called.
I say not a sponsor because a lot of people may ask, you know, and trust and believe if it was sponsored content, you would know. Are they paying you to do the video? If the answer is no, this is just your free-based opinion.
You know what kills me about Thanksgiving? Is you'll spend the entire day being thankful for what you have, just to be a complete asshole on Black Friday shopping. Like, you'll spend one day being internally grateful for all the awesome things in your life, just to murder people on Black Friday shopping because you want stuff. Just a real fucking head case, man. That's the extent of the story, pretty much. He had, you know, trouble in the past with drugs, burglary, and a bunch of other shit.
Erotic to a degree, you know. They were able to reach a wider audience. Yes, their audience grew by about a million or so. And it's like, yeah, when a company like that decides to do a complete 360 on the way they run things, people are going to talk about it, and they're like, okay, is this legit?
Because what happens if you let your kid get the transgender realignment surgery, and they're unhappy with it? Like 8 months down the road, they're tired and they want to go back to their old gender.
And that's not to mention child mortality rates. This is just cope, in my opinion, of feminist.
It's not cope, it's the fucking truth, dude. Did you live in the 1800s where kids were dying of smallpox, yellow fever, and tuberculosis? No, you did not. Jordan, thank you for your $4.20. Thanks for allowing me to live vicariously through you. I don't even know what that means, but you're welcome.
$16 and some cents. And when I got here, after a day of delayment, the cane was poorly made, cheap metal on the cane's part. Something to read then, while I, yeah. I'm going to stick that Necronomicon right there with the other witchcraft books. And it's like, people need to get a life, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your sole goal in life is to pin people against each other, to stir up drama and cause a bunch of shit to happen, then you're a disgusting human being.
Everyone else on YouTube can bully the fuck out of me as soon as I flag it or talk about it or be like, hey, what the fuck? YouTube doesn't give a shit. But the second I do it back, I'm the asshole.
Hey, young black
Screw you.
economist.
And now on top of that, YouTube's taking my monetization away when I've seen content that was way more graphic than my shit on YouTube. Sicko shit and racist shit. And I'm like, so? I'll just delete your comment and block you from my channel. I get my monetization back on my super chats back, and the trolls are losing their shit. Would I collab with Billie Eilish? Yes, I would, but she wouldn't collab with me. No celebrity would collab with me. I've never gone on tour. Meanwhile, there are a lot of celebrities who are vegan, like Billie Eilish.
And yet, when I saw the post, I was like, no. I asked myself, what would Donald Trump do if the foot was on the other shoe? Lone alpha male and this Aleister Crowley pheromone deodorant.
That shit doesn't work, bro. It doesn't fucking work, I'm telling you. You can try it, but it don't work. You just reek of desperation. And you can't cover up that stench of desperation. You have to walk in confident. And, groom yourself.
You want to call me ugly, fat, whatever? That's your fucking problem, not mine. Thank you for motivating me not to pick. I'm not going bald. I have trichotillomania.
I have trichotillomania, so I've been known to like pull out my hair and shit. I'm the kind of guy that says, let's take an Ouija board and go fuck around in a haunted cemetery and try to summon demons, you know.
A photo I want to post to Facebook as soon as my ban's lifted. And just staring at this photo is therapeutic. Because this photo I speak of is a rough interpretation
see you,
of my dream
Mantis.
house. The fact that
Have a good night.
brain surgeons and teachers get paid less money than professional athletes. To say it concerns me would be an underestimated, or what's the word? Under-exaggerated bit, yes, it would be under-exaggerated. Thanks for watching, boobs, and I'll catch yous on the flip side.
Has your beloved bearded dragon run off into the night? You looked everywhere, but that dang old lizard has pushed off into the Wyoming wilds. Dang old animals, it is what it is, man. That old rake there ain't gonna do you a lick of good. But I tell you what, Casper Non-Emergency Pet Finding Squad has got your back, buddy. Our team of dedicated pet search and rescue professionals won't quit till your lost animal is safe at home. So what are you waiting for, boy? Don't let that lizard go into hibernation. Give me and the boys a call today.
And it's just one of those things where if you want to use fancy dictionary words, you got to know your audience, because a lot of people are going to look at you like, that's a made-up word. He's talking in riddles. It's like, no.
No. I think my audience is a lot smarter than that. And if I use, my audience doesn't get confused whenever I use words with more than one syllable. Why are you judging your audience so harshly? Never once have they said, what does that mean? It's because they're all smart. They ain't stupid.
I'm not looking up in a dictionary. Select bigotism,
Hallucinations, Thought,
Ouija board,
introvert,
coup de resistance,
Bogumily,
vegan, anti-piece of shit, quesadilla, trans gay phobe. The worst I'll do is slam a beer on the graveyard and smoke a cigarette, and then mess with an Ouija board and try to summon spirits. It doesn't go past that line because I have mad respect for the dead. Hashtag respect the dead. I hate sickos. There are no support options for single dads. If you're a single mom, and you got kids, they'll be happy to give you money, whether you're the dad or not. Just hand it to you hand over foot.
They'll let these de-thaw on the plastic, and then when they're completely de-thawed, they'll take them and unwrap them. And the sauce, they got the sauce in the middle and let that de-thaw. Just let it de-thaw naturally. Don't fuck with that.
Christians and Catholics are against sinning, yet a lot of them will believe that Jesus Christ died for your sins. So if you don't sin, then Jesus died for nothing. There you go.
This is exhausting because now you got people who are trying to gender neutralize their kid before they're even old enough to be potty trained. Why? We weren't having this goddamn...
I don't think you're qualified to have this discussion. I don't think you can keep your feelings out of it. And I think you should drop it immediately before you get the trolls up on your back again. It's my best advice, Cobes. Please. I'm begging you.
Transgender agenda shoved down our goddamn throats. The librarian or the teachers would read us stories during story time. You know what I'm saying?
Puff doesn't have pronouns, you stupid assholes. He's just a lizard doing his thing. I popped a bottle of champagne during the new year.
I just remembered something funny. I was a little tipsy and I went to Build-A-Bear and I built a frog and I named him Freddy. And they asked me, well, is Freddy a boy or a girl? Since they were asking me a stupid question, is Freddy a boy or a girl? It'd be a boy. I said, I think it's a little early to impose gender bias on him, don't you think? And this was back in 2002. And she just looked at me and she said, okay. And, whoa, how things have changed because they take that seriously now. That is a thing now. It wasn't a thing back in 2002 whenever I had him built. I just thought I'd share that story. And now that I think about it, it's not very funny.
This is from the Corbel. This is a sweet rose, delicious pink champagne. One
All right,
can
Mr.
chicken
Mudnut.
quesadilla. Add black beans, add seasoned beef, add steak. Extra 3 cheese on that chicken quesadilla. I identify as a white, straight male. Bigot. Bigotism. Don't get me started on that crap. It says, for $50 to do a drink to drink Fletchman's vodka on stream. Well, let's see that money, big guy. Okay, Fletchman's vodka with that sherry water. It's nice.
Good luck with that. Let me know how that works out, which is why you're still alone.
Yes. If you're a chick and you bitch about dudes having higher standards while you yourself have the same higher double standards, go fuck yourself. They have big ass biceps and a 6-pack abs. They have a 6-salary income. If you want to be more knowledgeable on women, listen, observe, and pay attention. Don't think with your dick. Think with your ears. Okay? Being talked about as this miracle worker. He's doing all these crazy things like rising from the dead. And I'm just like, that sounds like necromancy. If I told you that Jesus and Moses practiced demon magic, and that what the Bible and Christianity have taught you has been a complete bullshit lie. And to further back that claim, the Book of Thomas, in which Jesus said, we create our own kingdoms. You got to believe in yourself instead of believing in some sky god. Hail Satan. Power to the people. And fuck these trolls. You know what I'm saying? I got too many goddamn people that care about me, and even if they didn't care, I'm not giving these cocksuckers the satisfaction. A lot of my fucking trolls want to see me dead or in prison.
Well, happy Mother's Day to them. Tell them I said Happy Mother's Day, Derek.
Or homeless, or a combination of the three. And it's really fucking sad, dude. Huh. Really sweet. Kind of bubblegummy, yeah.
And like a factory founding the Holocaust.
So then the coup de resistance, Peter rips on Steve Irwin, rest in peace, and compares animal herding for food to the Holocaust.
Do you see yourself as more of an introvert or an extrovert?
What do those mean again?
Introverted is like you're more of like a stay-at-home person. You don't outwardly like socialize, but
Yeah, I'm more of an introvert, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm a little bit more of an introvert, but like socially I've learned to adapt with my Asperger's and be more of an extrovert. Accused J.K. Rowling of being a transphobe and LGBTQ phobe and all this other shit. I was like, wait a minute, Dumbledore is gay. If Dumbledore is gay, then how the fuck is J.K. Rowling a trans gay phobe? And I quote that Bruce Dickinson is a great singer, but just not the greatest person to work with. They did create a sweet, delicious, sugary drink, but whether or not it's actually going to get you drunk remains to be a question. Like, okay, I was born in the United States. I have 30%, 20 to 30% Scottish Viking ancestry, and like 80 to 90% British. So the main two are
Now that's over 100%.
Scottish and British. But hopefully that will make and turn into a
What a fucking mess. Look at that shit.
delicious Skittles mead. Mead is basically a honey wine.
Hey, just
My Viking ancestors made it. Because you gotta think, like, you read the Bible, some of the crap that they preach, like Jesus Christ rising from the dead, that sounds like necromancy. Drink his blood to become one with him. That sounds like vampirism. Eat his flesh to become one with him. That sounds like cannibalism. And yet somehow, I'm a fucking weirdo because I carve my own magic wands out and sell them to the general public. Shanine O'Connor, I think her name was. She was anti-sicko and anti-establishment. I'm like, yeah. Oh, it's Shanine O'Connor. Yeah, sorry, I butchered her name.
Gross.
Everyone wants to call Trump a fucking racist, and I'm like, yeah, but didn't he fucking Google it? When he bought the Mardi Gras club in Florida, he sued the fuck out of that club in that city in Florida because they did not let blacks or Jewish people into the club. If you look up the side effects for Chantix, you're better off, if you're going to quit smoking, you're better off cold turkeying that son of a bitch.
Yeah, because it's like suicide and like...
Well, Cobes, you need to do something about your lifestyle because your lifestyle sucks. You are aging rapidly. You look almost as old as me. And I'm in my late 50s. Late 50s. Getting ready to hit 60. The winter of my life. You need to do something about that.
Strange dreams, hallucinations, seizures, depression, irritability after quitting Chantix. I ain't gonna quit smoking.
Yeah, me neither.
Hand-tossed crust, bacon, Philly cheesesteak, extra cheese, white Parmesan garlic sauce.
Hey, destroying icons.
I'd rather masturbate than procrastinate. At least I get something out of it.
What do you do with a drunken sailor?
Knock the phone off my desk. It's all good, though. They are delicious. The Hairborough company makes delicious gummy bears, but these are their gummy peaches. So subscribe to the channel and help.
I get it on those gummy peaches. I love those gummy peaches. I cannot bring those things in the house. There are certain things I cannot bring in the house because I will eat every damn bit of it. Gummy peaches are one of them. I love gummy peaches. And sweet potato chips are another thing I can't bring in the house. I'll eat the entire fucking bag. The whole fucking bag I'll eat. Yeah, they're better for you, but those things are delicious. And if you get the ones with cinnamon and sugar, oh my God, talk about a sugar overload. You'll be bouncing off the ceiling. You'll be the most annoying person in the house after eating that shit. Sugar? What sugar? All I ate was those chips.
Over do that, yeah. I got ideas for inventions and shit too that would revolutionize the world. Oh, good. Okay, the Green Monster energy drink. It complements the taste of the gin beautifully. And a little bit of fucking mineral water, so like you get caffeine, alcohol, and hydration with each drink. Whore hypocrites. Slag it. Slag it. Slag it. Slag it. Mingy little slag it. You know what? I'm done. I'm going to stop eating because nothing I do is good enough. I try to eat animals and then I get called a fat fucking vegan anti-piece of shit. And I go to eat vegan food and I get told, oh, well, you know, the protein. Eat what the fuck you want to eat, man. As long as you ain't eating your fellow human beings, who gives a shit?
Cobb's bar for food, non-human. Fair enough.
Some asshole hacked my YouTube phone, and now it no longer wants to work. And I'm sick of it, YouTube. Holy crap, YouTube. Internet trolls are miserable. Some troll hacked Chester's wife's Twitter account. The YouTube trolls mass flag my videos. And I'm sick of it, YouTube. I hate sickos more than I love Doritos. You start thinking, you gotta protect yourself, but a lot of people don't know how to handle that. That's most definitely what's up.
What the fuck is a boglum? An autistic playing an acoustic.
For lack of a better term. Outstage LFAs.
The Declaration of Independence.
Neophiles. Knock on glass of Merlot. Bacon aioli. Period eggs. Parmesan Romero. Criteria 2009.
Romano.
Reciprocate with unisex Komodo. Graver containing.
You could pick your nose, but you can't pick your family's nose.
So take a note out of my book. I've been bullied my entire life. Well, Jimmy Carter passed away as a former president. Lived to be 100, man. It's wild. So I'm going to open up a bottle in his honor called Wild Horse. It's a Merlot. Yeah, for a special needs chick, you're pretty cute. She's already got a boyfriend, so I'm not going to try anything. But I'm like, dude, if I had a kid with that chick, the progression points would be out the roof. They'd be like, oh my God, you guys. The baby daddy has Asperger's and the baby mama has Down syndrome. So if you don't support their kid, you're a bigot. Okay, you're a woman. You know what you want.
Shut up for a second. Yeah. it's just like, I don't like gin at all. I'm not a gin person. I think I've had one martini in my life, and it was delicious, but it's not something I would go out of my way to drink. Gin is just something I don't drink at all. Now, whiskey I'll shoot. I'll drink cognac. I love wine. I drink wine, but I don't drink anymore. Why am I talking? I used to drink a lot of different things, but I just don't drink anymore. Alcohol will break you. Gin is for gross people. Gin is for gross people.
It's all about what you want. As long as you ain't a sick fuck, who gives a shit, okay? You want a man who has a six-pack ass, but you yourself are fat as shit, and everyone wants to call you a hypocriting hoe bag? Well, that's their problem.
That lady who can get all the dudes. And then when your looks fade and your dick stops working and your uterus stops producing period eggs and you start getting old, everything hurts. Unless you're married at that age, good luck trying to find someone. Most men don't lose the ability to get hard until they're like 55, 60 years old, where women can lose their ability to produce children. And
Cobes, I got married at the age of 46. Fuck you. Fuck you very much. It's still possible to marry in your age range at my age. And we've been going strong for 9 years. It'll be 10 years next year.
period eggs, for a lack of a better term, like 35, 40, 50 plus. So even though women mature faster, they lose the ability to do their womanly duties a lot quicker than men do. And sometimes that's just mean and unfair.
What's the word? Charismatically. There we go. Charismatically show off, like, it's just all about having a conversation, really. Fuck slavery to a T, man.
I disagree with me on that, but I feel like blaming one person for a problem or problems we've always had is just, it's an scapegoat, is what it is.
No, it's not. It's nothing like that. I didn't want to outstage people with my amazing voice, and it's not even about that, dude. We're going to karaoke night at an awesome bar here in town. It's about having a beer and just having a good Friday night and singing songs. They get to see and go, oh, the dude we hate has like 100,000 plus subscribers. Amy Schumer, Criteria 2009.
I wanted to get discovered via YouTube, and it's happening. You wait and see. You don't even know YouTube.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
All things have a purpose. The All-Father's ordained it so.
What? That's a unisex Komodo. Even though the website says it's for chicks, dudes could wear it too, to be honest. I see nothing wrong with that. Instead of glorifying in the fact that trans people have more rights than they did, that's the way to look at it,
And here's the thing of it, women, if you want men to reciprocate what you're laying down, you have to be more direct and simple with your communication.
Right? You can pick your nose.
I didn't know it was my duty to bear children. To keep bearing children. I'd probably still be having children. I'd probably have been having children well into my 40s. If I hadn't had my tubes tied. And I'm oh so glad I did.
Nose. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose. In the hopes that my uncle would actually come through for the family, but you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family's nose. I'm still kind of hungry, man, but I got that leftover pretzel pizza with the stuffed crust action. Man, I'm eating like a fucking bachelorette king tonight. Women are expected to give out sex, but as soon as they do, they get slut-shamed for it. Men are expected to get sex. If they aren't getting it, they are demasculated. And as soon as they do get it, they're praised for it.
Your man spread.
Okay, well, Jesus Christ.
Spread your length, or spread them. Close your length.
Brisket, honey barbecue sauce, bacon aioli sauce, and French fries with chopped cheddar and a side of Mountain Dew. Plus onions, Parmesan Romero. Wait a minute, humongous mess. So we're going to sacrifice cheese pool on the stuffed crust for eatability.
Hey, Jack Lamort.
And my eyes are bigger than my appetite, so if I don't finish it, I'll definitely finish it later. But cheers, hamburger stand. That was exquisite. For that matter, I hope those two live a long life, you know? I don't want to think about it. Knock on glass to save their ass. I'm just saying, if I have the kind of money, I don't want to think about it. Knock on glass. But like when my dad dies, I want to bury him with his Mustang. I get done hearing about the Sharia law, Muslims, and the ISIS and Taliban conflict. And I'm like, fuck ISIS, fuck the Taliban, fuck communism. If she makes her hair issues public, you know, how would it feel if like the shoe was flipped? You know what I'm saying? Oh God, you know, I think Jehovah Witnesses are annoying myself, but you know what Hitler did to these
I'm
fuckers
doing good,
was way
Jack.
too far.
Thank you for asking.
Hey Cletus, watch this. Yeah, Earl, hold my beer. I want to do Evel Knievel jumps in my RC camper. Like, you want to argue that you want to ban menthol cigarettes just because they're bad for your health? That's a fucking oxymoron.
Hey, Vernon.
And on top of that, the Declaration of Independence was drafted on hemp.
The fact that the United States Constitution and the Declaration of Independence were drafted on hemp. The first United States flag was sewn out of a hemp sail from a colonial ship.
Well, actually, it's kind of a catch-22. If we don't give it up, we're a prude. If we give it up, we're a slut. So, yeah. That's where we stand. It's damned if you do and damned if you don't. I wouldn't even want to think about going back into the dating pool. That shit just... I'm glad I'm married. I'm glad I'm married.
George Washington, our first president, smoked pot for his toothaches and his erectile dysfunction. So the fact that cannabis is illegal is so goddamn unconstitutional, it makes my fucking stomach churn. So a circle of protection on our good, fine Mother Earth from ISIS and the Talibanese bullshit. Or at the very least, finishing the drink combo and fucking eating the sausage that's been stooping in it. Look at that. That is gnarly looking, dude. You see the squid chunks floating at the bottom.
Gross.
Before we drink that, we're gonna let it stoop and get all funky in that glass. We got the Hers jalapeno poppers. Not gender-based, just the name of the company. I don't want to waste any of this great working containing. Like whatever outlaws use them to make it, keep doing it, dude. It pinches and dips just like real chewing tobacco. And that Nick Safe is prestige. I would sacrifice everything I love and enjoy in life and enjoy in life to end sickos, dude, in all forms. Dude, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I hate pedophiles. I hate neophiles. I hate necrophiliacs. I hate bestiality. I hate incest, and I hate rape.
Was the BB in your PB foo?
Is your phone getting cute? Can that piece of junk not take a punch? Or has your device been compromised thanks to a tech-savvy troll? Maybe things got a bit dicey on your last bike ride. Or Siri just needed to be taught a little lesson in manners. Whatever buggish predicament you find yourself in, we are here to help. For over 25 years, Cooler's Casper Phone Repair has proudly served the city of Casper, offering quality services at a fair price.
Hey, once again, we're back in business.
Come visit us in downtown Casper today, conveniently located next to the CY Liquor Store. We look forward to our next business exchange.
What the hell are Cobra-isms?
You know why my shit lasts so long? I take care of it. My new laptop, I've got it in a case until I bust it out and use it. I've got it in here along with all of its little stuff. Its mouse and all of its stuff. So if need be, you know, I can just pick it up and go. And it's protected.
If you want to become the next president and increase your chances, read a couple dictionaries. Okay? Get a plethora of words in your vocabulary that makes you sound a lot more educated than you really are.
Topeka Pearl.
Girl ecologist.
Intimidation Crab.
Emphasis, the point of
Chernobyl.
Party Music Biz.
Muslim church.
Incentive.
Tranquery London Dry Gin.
Salute.
And they're reading at a college level. People with Asperger's tend to have a very high, sophisticated vocabulary at a very early age.
I don't know, Lucifer.
That's gonna give you a spicy son dick.
The alcoholic beverage I'll be reviewing for YouTube is Apotheca dark red wine. Plus, I mean, Apotheca dark red wine. That's such a goth wine.
Take a look at the word gynecologist. It's a female doctor, but the word guy is in it. That's some real sexist crap right there. Democrats and Republicans blame each other. And furthermore, why is a female doctor called a gynecologist? It's a doctor for females. It should be called a girl ecologist, if you ask me.
I've seen that shooting.
Jeez.
They killed like 40 Muslims in that Muslim church, and it's disgusting.
I thought it was united we stand, not united we're separated.
Check this out. We got a honeydew bubble tea infused with tropical or Topeka pearls. Now, when I went to go order these Segways, I wanted the Michigan Cherry Fizz, but they were out, so they substituted it with the strawberry daiquiri flavor. Sitting here sipping on some Tranquery London Dry Gin mixed with some peaches and cream. Signature Select.
Gin is disgusting. Gin is like disgusting. I would never drink gin on purpose. I like vodka. You know, a good vodka is a nice thing to have. Like I said, I like whiskey. So, yeah. I mean, and I love wine. Or I did. Yeah. Watching him waste all that alcohol on getting so smashed that he doesn't even remember the next day really kind of drives it home for me to stay sober. It doesn't trigger me. It makes me want to stay sober. Because if I ever showed up in this kind of shape for a stream, hopefully y'all would tell me about myself. I would want you to.
But I messed up on it, so I had to redo it. Salute. Him using the latest Ghostbusters film as a positive example of rebooting a franchise is like using Chernobyl as a positive example of nuclear safety. The sexualization of society, honey, it's the sexualization of females. Females are overly sexualized in our society.
It helps like you for ovarian cancer, and it also helps.
Yeah, same
white
here.
lovely ladies
It's
become
me.
the next model in America. That's the next big model in America.
And I also learned growing up in life that all the chicks who rejected me growing up.
Hey, you ever seen the movie Blind Date? That would be me. Serious business. That's why I do not drink. That's why I do not drink and why I'm still sober to this day.
We're going to end up in unhappy marriages anyways. 9 times out of 10, half the time anyways.
Why?
So it don't matter. I can appreciate a nice healthy pair of kazangas.
Say she might have a nice pair of kazangas and a nice pair of yabos, as Courtney would say, yes.
Well, the thing of it is, they're shoved into the movies to empower women and to make them.
Kazangas? Really?
What?
He called boobs kazangas. What are you laughing at, you turd?
He's my hero.
He's your hero. He's a pervert.
You always tell me I'm a pervert.
Yeah, well, you know, if the shoe fits, lace that bitch up and wear it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bed.
All right, go to bed, bitch.
You going bitch, bitch.
You bitch.
That's your bitch here.
I got Frostmourne and a bad lift.
Boner.
Shut up! Get out!
My sword.
Get out! You're disgusting. Quit upstaging me. It's bad form. Asshole.
To feel like, hey, we're being gender inclusive instead of gender seclusive kind of thing.
All trust and belief. You don't even know. Women are just a lot more seclusive about it because women are told by our sexist society that if you're as perverted as the men, that's not very ladylike. Would you rather be in a sexless life for 3 to 4 years or be some poor schlup who's got his girlfriend pregnant on college prom night and they're not ready for the kid? Now they're stuck up in their ears with student debt loans.
It's an all-natural cold-cut
No one
press
really
soap
matters to
infused with pheromones, which is designed to make a woman
do you
horny
really?
and it gets your estrogen going like, oh, hey.
And like, okay,
Nice.
you're a chick and some other chick wore the same prom dress to her college prom as your college prom.
Quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of gender relations.
But I took a fillet of smoked salmon and I de-thawed it completely to room temperature, poked a bunch of holes in it with a fork.
Creamy jalapeno sauce, sour cream guacamole in this.
We're making a prosciutto spicy Italian. Whatever you want to call it. I call it a sandwich. Let's not make it about culture.
Cornan, an ordeal, Doc Charity Cavendish.
An extra chicken fillet. Those fish fillets that I had.
We got some of these tilapia fillets. I got these herring fillets. A lot of the ingredients were purchased either by me, my family, or my friends and fans.
Samuel, thank you for your $2. Cobra, my buddy Bailey, really likes to eat intimidation crab by the handful. Is that okay? Can you give him some advice?
This right here is sex in your mouth. Which brings me to my next point. You want to sit there and say cigarettes are bad for you, but I'm like, what isn't bad for you these days? Too much sunlight can give you cancer. Too much exercise can make you pull a muscle. Too many vegetables can cause you to OD on your nutrients.
Now, there have been numerous individual scientific studies that have been done that prove marijuana cures cancer. This has been one hell of an election so far.
It doesn't cure cancer. It doesn't cure it. It helps with the nausea.
Well, let me tell you, fucking nail and teeth, man.
$50 billion in the back of our country's pocket. The only reason Trump is against pot is because 1, Bernie Sanders supports it, and 2, big oil and big pharma are greasing his pockets to keep it illegal. And they're like, you want beef? I'm like, nah, man. And they're like, you want to buy some drugs? And I'm like, nah, man. Like, I'm autistic and straight. What the fuck is your problem?
There are some goths who choose to be gay. That's their choice. There are some goths who are straight. It doesn't matter, you know, as long as they're of age. That's all that matters.
Because I assure you that I would be more powerful than Dumbledore and Voldemort combined.
Because I've seen my dad physically go on Reddit to try to defend me against these trolls, and I appreciate the incentive, but it just feels like a wasted effort sometimes.
Ignore the trolls YouTube saying that King Cobra JFS is dead. That's a bunch of horse locks. Honestly, I rule right now, dude. Don't even acknowledge the fucking hater. Just block it. So vulgar. Goddamn horse locks, cheeky bastard, son of a bitch.
The only reason I monitorize the comments on YouTube is because people are trying to spread my home address and where I work.
And like, what the fuck, dude? Because even Marty Music Biz tried to stop the relationship from happening. And I thought he was on my fucking side. Then he starts trolling me. I'm like, what the fuck did I do to him, dude?
See what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm...
That's because the bitch was bad news. The bitch is bad news. And you, being the kind of guy you are, oppositional defiant, you're going to do the very opposite of what everybody tells you to do.
fucking saying. flip the shoe on the other foot. You'd be like,
But to push the sound of it to kind of emphasize the point.
anyone else were to walk down the street buck-ass naked, they would be put on the offendery list.
I tell you what, no respect. I'm so fucking ugly, I made the sex offendery list for touching myself.
No, fuck the sex offendery list. I'm not the same person I was in my parents' basement, dude. I've matured into a young adult.
You got your Baptist, your Catholic, your Methodist, your Lutheran, and then you got your Christian.
And if you say anything against it, you're a bigot. You're some kind of phobe. And it's just like, I'm gonna hit this vape. You know, fuck Adolf Hitler. The human race is the superior human race. You know what I'm saying? The superior race is the human race.
But if you date somebody who's also got the same problems you do, it can work out beautifully because you'll understand each other.
Yeah,
like
I know
book.
something. No.
Or it can be a complete fucking disaster because you can't stand
Rest
each other.
in peace, Marty.
The catch-all 22.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm a little tensed about this issue. If that's the right word to use. In this plethora of vocabulary of Cobra with his fancy dictionary words.
Casper, Wyoming, where the Old West meets the Deep South. Around these parts, we don't care about your race, your creed, your origin, your gender, long as you ain't a sicko. Around these parts, we believe that children are more precious than rock and roll. Long live Ozzy. Around these parts, we hack our own food and combo our own drink. Around these parts, we believe in a man's right to make it wet and juicy for the trolls. Around these parts, we're gonna keep on rocking, bud. Casper, Wyoming, come get you some.
So I don't know for sure how many more Cobra-isms I can get out of these goddamn YouTube videos. And people want to say that this looks like trash, or this looks like greasy bachelor garbage, or Bachlan weirdness. You know what? I don't care. Valedictorian of making a mediocrity of us all. Slow roasted chicken.
Jenner, gladly dressed.
Very slippery rabbit hole. Inclusivity. Now, when I was in first grade, I had a...
You know what? If I was Cobes, she'd have been back on the plane the first night. She would have been. That's how I feel about it. She'd have been on the first plane back. And then I'd have ghosted her. You know? But he thought with his pecker. He thought he could deal with her.
Teacher who was not patient enough with me. Long story short, my reading struggled horribly. And when Harry Potter series came out, I would listen to it, I would read it, and it boosted my reading confidential. And by the time I was in like 9th or 10th grade, I was reading at a college level. And equally as retarded, if not more. I mean, George Bush Jr. literally looks like a valedictorian Harvard graduate compared to Trump. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, when the humans first came to this planet, it was on one giant continent. I mean, geologically speaking. Are you dumb? Love is full of hypocrisy, making a mediocrity of us all. In that context, it says love makes a fool out of us all. And nobody's born knowing how to be the perfect gentleman. No one's born good at dating.
And because the budget cuts, the students have less accommodations in school, lunch is crappy. Oh, you can blame Miss Thang over there with her boobs, because they just pretty much destroyed our world at school. Boobs do destroy lives. They're evil, but sexy and fun to play with. I wouldn't know, I'm still a virgin. But, for example, did you know that auto insurance is higher for guys than it is for girls? Because the rule of thumb is, well, guys are just reckless drivers and girls aren't. What? Okay, come on, that's horseshit. I've known girls are getting wrecks. Let's see, Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan. Oh, they're women, they drive recklessly. Doesn't mean all women do. Okay, just like it doesn't mean all guys are reckless drivers. Okay, Americans preach freedom of rights, freedom of this, freedom of that, and then they turn on discriminating against women and homosexuals.
Because letting people identify as trans led to a very, very slippery rabbit hole, because now you can identify as a goddamn cell phone emoji. You're going to identify as the poop emoji because you're a piece of shit human being. It's a very slippery rabbit hole. We have Caitlyn Jenner, who identifies now as a female. And I'm all for supporting Caitlyn Jenner and trans rights. But that's a very slippery rabbit hole to being like, well, this person over here, identifies as the poop emoji. So I will call them the rainbow community, because it's not just gays, there's also bisexuals, trans, non-binary, asexual.
Close your shirt, dude. I don't want to see you without any clothes on.
Intersex, etc., etc. They're constantly changing their acronym. They can't agree on what they want their acronym to be called. And yeah, it's supposed to be about acceptance and inclusivity. Ending the war in Ukraine would be more important than getting laid. Between the bullshit with Ukraine and Russia, and side note,
Russia has a really pretty clock tower in Moscow, but that's not the point.
Also, anyone else think it's disrespectful to the troops how Kolbs takes credit for taking down ISIS?
I did not discredit them, actually. It's no disrespect to our troops, man. Our troops kick ass. Okay? I'm not taking full credit for that shite.
Now, for example, let's say you're in high school and you're single. You know, that's typical, right? And you see a very cladly dressed girl your own age, just perfect, just bouncing in all the right places, and you're just like this, you know, you're a guy, you can help a stare.
All my trolls are like, but Josh, you belong in a group home. And I'm like, aw. Well, I can't build my groupie home until I win the lottery.
And 9 times out of 10, it's the parents who create the kids, you know, that 1% chance if the kids actually are born like that, you know, and the sheer ignorance of it all, even though when I had this, it was all mental retardation, which it isn't. So if you have Asperger's, it's not a death sentence, it's not, you know, your life pretty much sucks from here on in, or it can be difficult, but the best thing you can do is learn how to treat it, find ways to self-medicate, I guess.
Red wine. Because this is about the only thing that's vegan that I consume is beer. At the age of 5. But I did want to sample the labors of my fruit, if you know what I'm saying, you two. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, Eminem overcame diversity in a black-dominated kind of thing, you know. And you may not be the biggest fan of Eminem, but I like his music.
Emos are like a subculture of goth, just more colorful, more emotional, more annoying, I guess. Where is it? Emo evolved from punk in the early 80s, but whatever. Almost everything from both is a subgenres have changed over the years. Some of the key bands in this era are Pandora's Lost, Theater of Tragedy, Stella, and Lacuna Coil.
Yeah, you know, I love this apartment. It's home. It's my little hole in the ground, you know.
You know, some parents are like that. They just, you know, well, my kids in Ballarat, you know, some dads, you know, I know how it goes, right?
You know, I've grown up and matured a bit, but my trolls apparently just don't get it. They're stupid. My trolls are fucking retarded. Valedictorian of special ed, these assholes.
Red wine.
That's a...
Yeah, them Cobra-isms. They'll get you every time.
Real demon. And not one you want to fuck with. You know, the same demon that allegedly inspired the movie The Exorcist?
So, there are two kinds of autism. There's high functioning and low functioning. Those are the people who are, you know, schizophrenic, extremely schizophrenic, you know, personality disorder, really. And high functioning, people like me who are high functioning, tend to be on the more talkative side.
That Baja Blast definitely has like a Baja Blast-esque taste. Yes. Since Beethoven's my favorite classic composer.
Hey, John Morgan, how you doing?
Bach Tower Carillon concert, Beethoven, Für Elise. There we go. And Für Elise is like my favorite Beethoven song. Moonlight Sonata is just beautiful in its own right.
I bullied someone too. I was bullied in school, so I've been on both sides of the highway, I guess. See me smoking is my first smoking video. These are Blender's Gold, handmade from Honduras. I got my Walgreens for $3 and some cents. They're excellent cigars. Oh my god. We have the potential to save our economy and prevent school shootouts, but we only make things worse by keeping marijuana illegal and banning clean cigarettes. The problem is a lot of people get fed up with marijuana, so they try something a little stronger and more illegal, like crystal meth or crack.
Beans, nacho fries, seasoned beef, slow roasted, the slowest chicken that they have.
And painting the barrel was going to take a lot longer than painting the stock. So that's why I did that first. So that's thinking smart, not harder. Think smart, not harder, YouTube. Think more smart, not harder. Yeah.
Okay, I figured out how to wait. I have a solution to fix the gas crisis. Gas is flicking expensive. Oh my god. My solution would be, okay, think about this. They've literally found a way to have cars run on water and ethanol. Surely they can figure out a way to fix the gas crisis. My theory on this, really, is to take the oil they have and try to clone it, make copies of it, so they can make abundant loads of oil, and that way the supply goes up and the demand goes down because people can actually afford it.
I have several active, like there have been members of my family who served for my...
Really? If it was that simple, don't you think they'd be doing it? Instead of drilling?
My country, for our country, the good old US of A. And my buddy Walt's a Vietnam veteran. You know that? My buddy Walt, you know, Angie's husband, contracted Agent Orange. He was a sniper for the military, man.
Walt cannot wear tactical soap because of his Agent Orange he contracted in Vietnam as a Marine sniper.
You know,
I find life extremely grand because of its irony. I don't know. Because quite honestly, there's nothing wrong with a woman who has a little bit of curve to her, right? Nothing wrong at all. So rather than bitch about being a size 8, you know, be grateful because there's someone who's going to be a size 86, you know. You know, if a guy sees a goat and gets a boner, does that mean it's porn? No, it means he's a sick bastard. Or you see a gladly dressed girl, you know, a girl hanging out and all that, dressed just like a hooker, if you will, or a stripper walking down the street and you get a boner.
Well, you know, I bitch about being a size 12. I do. I bitch about it. I don't like it. And I am doing things to remedy it. Like not bringing stuff in the house that I'll binge on. Because if I don't do that, I eventually forget that I have the craving to begin with. Or I'll eat something that's healthy. Because I don't eat much of a day. For, you know, if I get the munchies or something like that. You know, I eat something small. You know, like some cottage cheese and fruit or some crap like that.
Does that make it porn? No, it means it goes just like a skank. Okay, that's kind of weird, but no, that's when it eats it up like dogs in a feeding hole. 2 slow roasted chicken. Sick and tired of everything I do on YouTube being called a saga. It's just my fucking life, dude. It's not some fucking stupid soap opera for your sick entertainment. Like, fuck off, dude.
Remember, Wendy, we make our hamburgers hot and juicy, and we'll always make them hot and juicy.
Years ago, my dad started a hamburger chain and named it after me. I love that about Dad.
Hey, Christina
Today, we're
Jean.
introducing our hottest and juiciest hamburgers ever, and I'm naming them after him. Dave's Hot and Juicy, with our thickest, hottest, juiciest beef ever. New premium toppings and a warm butter toasted bun. They would have made Dad more than proud. They would have made him hungry.
The hot dog I made last night, there's going to be no review video of it because I forgot to record it the first time.
Hey,
and the second
Ruth.
time, I mispronounced Sargento's cheese company name. I called it Serenghetto, so I was like, no, we're not going to post this. I'll reiterate for you. Fletchman's vodka. Tobaccophobia.
Doritos disease.
Valentine's Day.
Those squizzles.
Taster of it. Damn, Billy Eilish. The outtake of the universe. Beings of black nature.
Serenghetto.
Equals worst.
Food, or excuse me, YouTube posting thingy.
For those of you who are new to the Cobraverse Cobra experience, I'll reiterate for you. So let's have a look at everything minus the fish, which would be in the dairy actually. So yeah, so this pretty much the fish goes in protein. It's meat. Chris, do you have to correct me every fucking video I make?
Why the fuck would you think that fish is a dairy product? Does it come out of a cow?
Dairy product. I'm like, if you're gonna drive by in your pickup truck and shout "fuck you" out the window and keep driving, you're real.
Yep, that's true. You know, why? It's not dairy, dude. Dairy comes from cows. It comes from cows. What the fuck? You know, even my ignorant ass knows that. Well, you got shit for brains?
Real ballsy, dude, because you know you can't legally hit me because I'm autistic, so... My friend and her daughter confiscated a small bottle of Fletchman's vodka from one of their friends. But what if Barack Obama wasn't president, what if John McCain was president? You ever ponder the outtake of the universe? Like, what if this shit didn't happen differently, you know?
The entire thing of cocktail shrimp. Look at all that shrimp. It's been thawed to perfection.
Because I don't give a shit how much the ingredients cost. It's the principle of the matter. You're putting caviar on something, you know? It makes you feel fancy, you know, to a point. Hey, if you go to New York and shit, $10 a pack. I mean, it's just hurt their economy. Smokers are going online to buy them. We're going to any reservations. It's like, well, we don't want kids exposed to secondhand smoke, so they ban everyone indoors. It's legit. But you move it outside. Now kids who walk to school have to be exposed to it. That's not how bad. You can definitely taste the Everclear, but I didn't pour too much in there. That's just the right amount. It's enough to give you a taster of it, but not like...
In a retail setting, eggs are put in dairy. They are put in the dairy section, but they are not a dairy product. Dairy comes from cows. That's just dumb. Eggs are not dairy. Eggs don't come from cows. That's just dumb. God. Sometimes you just want to choke slap choke and slap people. Choke slap.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And like realistically, the government cannot control your thoughts yet. But loose lips sink ships. And she tried to persuade me with her hips and her loose lip. You know what I'm saying? Like there's metaphors. Oh yeah, Richie Ralt has some nice looking hair. I will say that. But the reason why his is a lot thicker is because he doesn't smoke. Add some cheese. We got some Serengeti pepper giant habanero cheese.
Right now, I'm about to make a prosciutto sandwich that I'd like to call sleeping with the fishes. And it's not an insult towards certain cultures. And like, I love Italian culture. I'm not here to disrespect anyone. I got a triple pack right here of Italian dry salami, pepper salami, and calabrese.
Hey, Lucifer, next time say, yeah, the cows have special udders that you squeeze that are in the back of the milk udders that you squeeze to get the eggs. Did you know that?
I'm tired of fucking marijuana being illegal. I'm tired of fucking our veterans being thrown in prison because they can't smoke pot for their PTSD. I'm tired of fucking sex offenders and rapists getting less prison time for a fucking plant that cures cancer. Why is it that whenever a woman's career fails, she automatically turns to porn to save it? That's kind of a negative stereotype. So I'm being persecuted for having a big dick. I'm being held to double standards because I have a big dick.
So squizzle for the evening.
Hey,
you know, if the government didn't care so much, I bet we'd be a lot happier. So, if I was president, here's what I'd do. I'd drop the ban on tobacco, so help save our economy, legalize marijuana, save our economy, and legalize gay marriage. Because homophobia, weedophobia, and tobaccophobia, tobaccophobia, I just made that up.
It is a dairy product. I didn't think about that. You're right, Soren. It is dairy. It's milk. It doesn't necessarily have to come from a cow because the cheese would be dairy too. I didn't think about that. Thank you for pointing that out, Soren. Now, almond milk and oat milk, they're in the dairy section, but they're not dairy either. Yeah, it's confusing, but, it's a bit of a head scratcher.
It's stupid.
A lot of guys have this perception of the clitoris is on the inside of the vagina, and it's not. It's on the outside. Okay, the little bean-shaped thing is the clitoris.
Just because your dick doesn't work doesn't mean the fun's gonna stop. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I was
pink
trying
salmon
to
burger.
say.
What's on it? We got pink salmon. We got our beef. We got our bacon. All right, let's get some cheese going.
Thank you. That's what my stoned mind was trying to say, is that mammals produce milk, which is dairy. That's what I was trying to say, but I couldn't spit it out. Thank you very much, Lucifer Almighty. You helped tremendously for me to get that thought out. I shouldn't mix strains, should I?
Some nice sharp cheddar, sharp like the devil's Triton. Drive her wild, like when Gomez Adams hears Morticia speak French and he just goes nuts over it. That's the feeling you get when you get tactical soap. That's the feeling you give women when you wear it.
And once you get rid of those bastards, once you get rid of them, once you kill off ISIS and all that, what you can then do is share the oil with everybody on the planet instead of fighting over it. And then after that, you can legalize pot worldwide, and that just solves everything.
How goes the dry spell, good sir? It's still drier than the Sierra Desert. The nachos I just got done making are stoner bachelor college food type nachos.
Oh, okay. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't have a girlfriend. Haha, you suck. Stop it. So who's your girlfriend? I'm not telling. Is it Barbie? Fuck you. How'd you know? I guessed. Then she broke up with me. She broke up with you? Yeah. For who? Kent. Stupid gay bastard doesn't know
It's
that.
like if you're cisgendered, they can call you a sissy. That's a derogatory term for cisgendered folks. If I was trans or gay phobic, I wouldn't support Elton John, I wouldn't support Blair White, and I wouldn't be friends with Sasha. So it's like, yeah, check your gay privilege. Not everyone who's fucking straight or cisgendered is automatically labeled transphobic or gay phobic. It's like, can you give us a chance to think for ourselves instead of shoving it down our fucking throats?
I'm not perfect. I realize this. And there's a lot of people who are really insecure with themselves, and they see someone's not afraid to shine their true colors, or color, I should say, because I'm black. I'm not saying I'm like African American, I'm just saying And, I'm not a particularly huge fan of Valentine's Day. I hate it.
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day.
So Valentine's Day is coming up. Also got a box of chocolates from my grandmother for Valentine's Day. And unfortunately, when you date someone, you uninitially inherit their emotional baggage. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you see chicks who are into the same shit you're into, you get a plethora of women who are into the same shit. That's how you legit play it. So we're just hanging out, letting bygones be bygones.
I gotta wash my hands before picking up that camera, because I tell you what, my hands are covered in that Doritos disease, but that's alright, cuz.
The big cheese at Crunchwrap, everything on it, beef with onions, beans of black nature.
Now, y'all be careful in that storm. Make sure you have if y'all have power stations or generators, be sure to get them out and get them going, and make sure that you got everything in, all your ducks in a row. And be safe.
He's probably sure you're a swagger. You're like the Iron Chief of pounding vag.
Cheddar cheese, all kinds of goodies. So this is a family-sized proportion of garlic mashed potatoes.
Most people find death scary and misunderstood and evil, but you also look for a positive way to look at death, you know?
That just shows you my trolls are fucking obsessed, man. I don't gotta harass chicks that my trolls like to get inside their fucking penile tiny brain heads. I'm already there.
Maybe they'll slip with the tongue. It happens.
No, ain't that a bitch? We're Gucci, YouTube.
Boom. If you like the videos, hit that thumbs up button, hit the like button, subscribe, check out the awesomeness.
Pets have Bogum fates, Bogum brain, Bogum heart. Sheets are filled with Bogum farts.
Let me share their link. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Cooler Taste. All these things are available without my big mouth over it. So be sure to give them a gander without me over it, talking over it. Like, share, and subscribe. And y'all know how scatterbrained I get. I own that shit too. Well, that wraps it up for me for right now. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to try to shoot for a Bad After Dark at 8 o'clock. I hope to see y'all there. I'm going to shoot for it. We'll see what happens. I'm going to throw some groceries down my neck real quick and get myself cleaned up, and we'll see what happens. I want to thank everybody that came and saw me this afternoon. You guys rock. I don't care if you were here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or the whole thing. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know why? Well, do you? It's because nobody else will. Now, y'all take care, and I will see you tonight at 8 o'clock at Bad After Dark. Bye. Peace.